Lesson 3.3. Our learning target today is I can identify rate of change and slope. Our essential question is how do you find the slope of a line from a graph or formula? There are 4 different kinds of slope that we're going to be learning about today. The first slope is a positive slope. So a positive slope is when your line is going up from left to right. So the line rises from left to right. The next slope is a negative slope. That's a line that goes down from left to right. Or I could say the line falls from left to right. You read the slope just like you read a word. So reading a word, you start with the left and move to the right. Same thing for the slope of a line. My next 2 slopes are easily confused. Zero slope is straight across horizontal. I think about zero slope if something has no slope, it has no steepness. So slope is like the steepness of a line. So no steepness, like flat ground. So that's zero slope. And then an undefined slope is the exact opposite. It's straight up and down vertical. It's too steep to be defined. You can't even put a number on it. It's straight up and down. So it's like the steepest drop possible. So those are the 4 different slopes we're going to work with. And then the slope formula is m equals y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1.
For you at the classroom. Thank you.
So y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So the slope formula is a fraction. So it's a fraction. And you are subtracting the y coordinates and subtracting the x coordinates. So you're finding the rise over run. So rise over run in the slope formula. And the coordinates, so this is the slope of a line through 2 points. So 2 points. Slope formula, so let's see. So the slope of the line through any 2 points and those 2 points, move this down a little, would be x1, y1, and x2, y2. Okay, so slope is a fraction. Slope is often a fraction. And you could find it by subtracting the y coordinates over the x coordinates. So your ordered pairs always have an x coordinate followed by a y coordinate. So one of your ordered pairs is x1, y1, and the other is x2, y2. All right. Hopefully this will make sense as we go through the next slides. So finding the slope from a graph. Finding the slope from a graph, I'm going to use rise over run. And I'm going to read my slope from left to right. So the point on the left is right here. The point on the right is right here. So starting at the point on the left, I am going to rise first. So I rise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then run 1, 2, 3. So I rose 5, meaning I went up 5, so that's a positive. And then my run, I went across to the right, which is also a positive. So this slope is positive 5/3. My line is going up from left to right. So it's a positive slope, rise over run, 5/3. Next example, reading the slope from left to right again. So this point is on the left, this point is on the right. So rise over run. This time, to go from the point on the left to the point on the right, I'm going down 1, 2. So that means -2 because I went down 2. Over to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this slope is -2 over 5. It's a negative slope because my line is going downhill or falling from left to right. Next example. There are not any points identified on this line, so first I need to identify 2 points. Now what you're looking for is where the line crosses through the corner of a grid. So see all of these dots I'm putting on? That's what we're looking for, is where the line goes right through the corner. So this looks like a good point for me, and so does this one. Now I can do my rise over run, reading the slope from left to right. So from left, I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to go over 1, 2. So rise 3, run 2. So this slope is positive 3 over 2. Another one that we need to put points on. This looks like a good point to use. So does this one. So again, you're just looking for where the line goes through the corner. So these are all examples of corners, but the line has to pass through the corners. This point right here could be used as well. I only need 2 points though. So I'm going to erase that one. Now, left to right, rise over run. This time I'm going down 1. So -1 over 1, 2, 3. So -1 over 3. Okay. This one, I can put 2 points wherever I want, but it doesn't really matter this time because this one has a slope of 0. That is flat, no steepness, slope of 0. And then this one I can put 2 points on, but I don't need them on this one either. It's undefined, straight up and down vertical, undefined. So you don't need to do 2 points and count the rise over run if it's horizontal or vertical. Now we're going to use the slope formula. So the slope formula says m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. The letter m is what's used for the slope. And I don't remember why it's the letter M, except for that if it was S for slope, S kind of looks like a 5. So I don't think it would be a good idea to use S. But you could look it up, Google it, and find out why M is used for slope. Okay, I've labeled my ordered pairs. One of the ordered pairs gets XY with the 1s. The other ordered pair is XY with the 2s. So it's very important that you have the 1s together and the 2s together, and X is always before Y. Now it's just a matter of plugging it in. So Y2 is first. So Y2 is 8. And then the subtraction sign is part of the formula. Then Y1 is 6. X2 is 4. Y2 is 3. Now I just need to simplify my fraction. This would equal 2 over 1, and 2 divided by 1 is 2. So this slope is 2 over 1, or 2. Next one, XY, first order pair, XY, second order pair. Slope formula, the subtraction is always there because the rise would be the difference between Y coordinates, the run, difference between X coordinates. So put my subtraction in. This time, y2 is negative 4 minus y1, positive 4. x2 negative 7, x1 negative 1. So look at what's happening this time if I simplify. Negative 4 minus 4 is negative 8. But negative 7 minus negative 1, I need to simplify first to be negative 7 plus 1. That double negative turns to a plus. So negative 7 plus 1 is negative 6. Now simplifying my fraction. A negative divided by a negative is a positive, and 8 and 6 can both be divided by 2. So I simplify it and I get positive 4/3. Positive 4/3. So be careful when you're simplifying. Next one. Same thing. So xy, first ordered pair. xy, second ordered pair. So I need y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So remember the subtraction sign was always there. So these are both going to turn into pluses. 4 plus 2 and negative 6 plus 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. Negative 6 plus 4 is negative 2. And if I simplify, this one divides evenly to give me negative 3. Last one, I think. xy, first order pair, and xy, second order pair. So I've got my subtraction, y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. Negative 2 minus 3 is negative 5. The bottom of the fraction, the denominator simplifies. 5 plus 1 is 6. So this one is negative 5/6. And that one does not reduce. Last but not least, these last two, what you're going to see is something a little bit different happens because one of them is going to be horizontal and one of them is going to be vertical. So y2 minus y1, 3 minus 3, x2 minus x1, 7 minus 1. So 3 minus 3 is 0. 7 minus 1 is 6. 0 divided by 6 is 0. 0 divided by anything is 0. Okay, now on the other one, what's going to happen? y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. This one, the top of the fraction turns into 2 plus 1, which is 3, and the bottom is 0. So this one is undefined. You cannot divide by 0. If you put this in a calculator, it will give you an error message. So 0 on the top of the fraction does equal 0. 0 on the bottom of the fraction is undefined. You could also graph these if you wanted to take a look at them. 1, 3, and then 7, 3. You would be able to tell that this is a horizontal line, so it's a slope of 0. And then for the other one, 7, negative 1, and 7, 2 would be here. So this line is undefined. And that was our last example. So hopefully that helps you understand how to find the slope of a line from a graph and from two ordered pairs using the slope formula.